I got to solicit for this right now. We are giving you a chance to win tickets to go to Jingle Ball. If you are the 95th caller right now, you have a chance to win. 95th caller. 844-MOJO-LIVE, 844-665-6548. Sold out. Channel 955 Jingle Ball, presented by Capital One, starring Usher, Jelly Roll, Lil Durk, Flo Rida, Big Time Rush, Kelly, Doechii, and G-Idol. Your chance to win. 844-MOJO-LIVE. Call now. What's going on, Shannon, in this dirty?
Well, President Biden addressed the nation last night to make his case for the U.S. to provide more money and assistance to both Israel and Ukraine in their respective wars to the tune of about $105 billion. And he drew a comparison between Vladimir Putin's actions and those of Hamas and said both conflicts have relevance for Americans. Now, when he was making a statement, I think he was reading
Parentheses?
I think that's what
Parentheses,
happened.
make it clear.
Yeah.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
I'm a big deal.
I wonder even if it was instructions or was it just like, did he miss the word to? Like, to make it clear. Or I want to make this clear. Did he just miss a word?
I think that they said somebody was reading the telegram.
Oh, and it said it.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Travis Kelce is reportedly planning to pay a little visit to Taylor Swift when her Eras tour goes overseas next month. A source close to the couple telling me they are very much enjoying their time together, but they're also planning for the future, and some big time travel, some far travel is a piece of that. So Taylor going to kick off the international leg of Eras in Buenos Aires, Argentina on November 9th. The Chiefs will be on a bye at that time, with their last game being on November 5th before resuming on the 20th. So he might be on the road with her for a couple of days.
Do we still believe this thing? I know that there's rumors that you have that they are madly in love with each other.
I keep hearing that.
How long is this thing going to last? How long do you think this relationship goes? Or is
Forever. As long as we get paparazzi photos with her foundation rubbed off her nose and her chin.
Till she goes on tour.
Thank you, Shannon, for being the only person to laugh.
Do you think that this is a bad thing for the Kansas City Chiefs? Because I know that this is one of those things that always happens where you see somebody that starts dating somebody and then they go, you know what, I'd like to be traded to, because it makes it one of those things where it's like, it's not easy for us to keep this relationship. I need to be in a New York City or something like that.
He's a lifer.
You think
He's
so?
a Kansas City Chief for life.
That, and how much money are they making off of this season alone because of her? And it's not like they're losing.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, even his mom was like, the NFL is reaping the rewards of the Kelce family.
Do you think Taylor Swift wants to spend her winters in Kansas City?
No.
No, not at all. Exactly.
No.
More bombshells from Britney Spears' upcoming book, which again drops next week. She writes in it that Justin Timberlake broke up with her via text message. She said she was devastated and actually considered quitting the music industry after he ended their 3-year relationship in 2002. She writes, I was comatose in Louisiana, and he was happily running around Hollywood. She also calls out the media for portraying her at the time as a harlot who had broken the heart of America's golden boy, after Justin infamously implied in his Crimea River music video that she had cheated on him, and now we've since learned they both actually cheated on each other. And as she was still trying to recover from that heartbreak, Britney said her dad and his management team forced her to do you guys remember that interview she did with Diane Sawyer?
Yes.
She said that interview was her breaking point.
Yep.
She said she knew then that she was being exploited and set up in front of the whole world.
Once you go back and rewatch that so many years later, especially as an adult, you realize how awful Diane was being to her the whole time.
Yep. Yeah. Was that the one that she was chewing gum in the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I'm all for free speech. I'm all for people being able to tell their truth.
Come on,
But
bud.
this is so whack, man. Like, to be Justin Timberlake and to be all these years later, and now you want to come out and just bash me. I don't like it, man. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
You think that he needs to be able to get the relationship was long ago. Does it need to come back? And he said his statement was that he's enjoying his time with his wife and his children.
Yeah.
He's not worried about
Kev's
this.
right, though. It's interesting that she specifically calls out Justin Timberlake, and then everybody else is like, well, they're married, so we're not going to say their names or whatever. Like, here, that means you're just... So is Justin Timberlake.
Right.
Why do we need to call out Justin Timberlake?
He got kids now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kim Kardashian spotted at a California courthouse this week where she was a potential juror in a murder case involving gang violence. Took part in a session in which she and other potential members of the jury were asked questions by attorneys for the prosecution and defense. She was not asked any questions directly, and as you can imagine, she got out of it. She was excused. And lastly, Deadpool 3 director Sean Levy played coy when asked if Taylor Swift is going to be a part of the movie. And if you remember, he attended the Chiefs-Jets game in a group with Taylor and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Here's what he had to say.
I love the proliferation of casting rumors on the internet because I never have to say what's real and what's fantasy. So I'm just going to go with the very cliche no comment on all things casting.
That's smart. Make people speculate even more.
For all of today's Dirty, check out the Dirty page, or you can catch up on the Dirty podcasts on Mojo in the Morning.
Get more dirt at Mojo in the Morning on social media.
The latest craze.
It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty